So before I begin, if um, if you post a comment on a video and I don't get back to you, please don't take it personally. I don't see them all because I guess the way Netflix, YouTube lays them out, it is not always keeping me up to date on what people leave behind. Because I like interacting with you all. I think if you take the time to leave a comment, I could take at least a little time to acknowledge the darn thing. So you go on there and it'll say you got a comment from such and such 10 minutes ago. But right below that, it'll say you got a comment from such and such 4 days ago. But what happened in between is not listed there. So it's kind of hard to keep track of them. So if I miss yours or miss acknowledging yours, please don't be offended. I didn't do it on purpose. There is a comment I do need to go find. Someone asked me to do a reading on Elaine Cho. That is Mitch McConnell's wife. Is there something specific you wanted to know? Is what I want to know. Because I did try to pull some cards on her and I just got a bunch of randomness. So I think I need to narrow it down. But what I want to do right now is just a general Trump update. He had a meeting with the Democrats where he had a tantrum and he walked out. So, Nancy Pelosi and I almost called him Chuck Norris. Why did I almost call him Chuck Norris? Chad, whatever the other guy's name is. Chuck Schumer. Good Lord. So Chuck Schumer and Chuck Schumer and Chuck Norris, Nancy Pelosi, he is very afraid of Nancy Pelosi. He doesn't like women, period. Not in a position of power. So, right now, Donald Trump versus Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer is really driving him crazy. And, he tweets a million times a day about the stupidest of things. I just want to know what's going on with Trump right now. Where is he? Where is his head space? Where is his body space? Where is his everything space? What's going on with him? Just a general update for the unfortunate commander-in-chief. Stuck in the past? Clinging to the past? I bet you are. Now, I was talking to Jen Lynn tonight about I learned from her to not go so fast with the tarot card. I used to say, okay, this means this and this is what's happening. No. The first card that I pull in the layout that I do represents the person. This is not the whole reading, but that's usually how I would used to read it. So I have learned to slow down. But this did tell me he longs for his old life. He longs for his old life and not, him and Melania sitting back there watching Barron play with his toys or something. No. He wants to go back to the whole, hey, I'm married to a supermodel and I have a golf course that I can play golf anytime I want and I can go eat chocolate cake and I can go fly on my enormous airplane and I can eat cheeseburgers and diet soda while I watch Fox News. Like, I could be that person still. He longs for his old life. Seven of Wands. The Moon. Knight of Pentacles. Yep, Five of Wands, that's your crown and thoughtless fighting. The Hermit. The Knight of Swords. Justice. Three of Swords. Two of Pentacles. So, what's going on with you right now? You hate Nancy Pelosi, you wish she would go away, and you want to win. That's what I got. Now, this is how I got that. Donald Trump longs for his old life. He is in a position to defend himself because they never indicted a sitting president, so he does have a little bit of wiggle room. He believes, because remember, illusion is at his base. He believes people are behind him. This is what happens when the emperor has no clothes, just like you all were saying in the comments. He is walking down the street. He goes to a rally. He stands in a crowd of people with his hat on. With, "We love you, Trump, God bless. Trump, Trump, this, Trump, that." He gets the reinforcement that he needs. He leaves the building after he just sat on illusion for an hour and a half. And reality is still out here. But all they feed him is, "You're great. You're wonderful. You can do it. You're the conqueror." He still wants to go back to the way things used to be when he was just admired. That's why they give it to him. They have to keep him upbeat. But the problem is, it's an illusion. You don't really have a base. You have a following. These people are not... Your base usually indicates that they're voting based on something political. This is not political. These are feelings. They don't like change. They're afraid of change. Not so much, "I'm afraid of Mexicans." I'm afraid of Mexicans all over my country because I think they're taking my job and they're... Okay, fine. That's your base. Illusion. There's not this huge support for you in this wall. But if you go to your little rally, you would think it was. To your left, the Knight of Pentacles. That's a card of reliability, dependability. The illusion. Because after, let's wait on that one. After the illusion, your reliability, your dependability, you've got this, you're the best. "Oh, we love you, Donald. Oh, Donald, build that wall. Aren't you great? Aren't you awesome? Look at you." Deep thought. Sorrow sometimes. Retreating. Why? Because reality set in. Now he has to fight. Nobody's here bigging you up anymore. You left the rally. You have to live at the rally if you want to always feel that way. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are not buying it whatsoever and at all. So when you walk out of the rally, this is you walking through the storm. The most surrounded man in the country feels the most alone. That is you. You got people all around you. You are never alone. And yet, there you go. Why? Because you left the rally. You left that room pissed to the high heaven that they weren't seeing it your way. "I need this wall so I don't look like a fool." Well, the looking like a fool part is kind of out of the bag, so how about just no wall and as you were? You want it now, and that's your fear, that you can't get it now. Chaotic and erratic energy. You feel as though you do not want to look less than. This is the Knight of Swords. You are the King of Swords, meaning that you are older than this person. But you do feel diminished because your base is an illusion. They don't, I will say, I mean, it may sound a little rude, but they don't respect you. They don't respect you. Some of them didn't respect Obama for a completely different reason. They don't respect you because you're less than. You are childish. First card I drew. What is your environment? Justice. That's almost self-explanatory. Only people not suing you right now is probably people who are not old enough to file a lawsuit. This is your desire. You want Chuck and Nancy to go away. This is your outcome. You got to juggle, you got to struggle, you got to balance. You're trying to come up with another plan. You did not leave that room simply because you were not getting your way. You left that room because you realized you lost. Not getting your way is a little different because you can try to at least get something, to get a little compromise, to get a little, okay, fine. If I can't get $5 million for a wall, give me $2.99 for a cheeseburger and a diet soda. Give me something. I can't walk out here. No, they gave you nothing. They made you feel 4 and you walked out like you were 2. Queen of Swords. Okay, so it's usually telling about what's about to come into here will tie back into this. This is a woman, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's just go. We'll keep going. Let's see what it says. Knight of Wands. Travel through the air. Queen of Wands. That's Nancy Pelosi. Okay. King of Cups always comes up in your reading. I forget who. I apologize. Told me that you had water in your chart. So that could be you. Six of Wands. Because mind you, you didn't come up over here. Page of Swords. Nine of Swords. The Fool. Under the King of Cups. That is indeed you. The World. High Priestess. Nine of Wands. Hierophant. That is you. There's your confirmation. Ace of Cups. Okay. So, what I get is basically a mirror of what just happened there. They don't respect you. Why did the Queen of Swords come up instead of the King of Swords? You have been demasculated in a way. Is how you feel. Like they sort of made you a unit. Like they snipped Donald. You didn't get what you want. You didn't get your way. You thought you were going to go in and be the big badass, but you weren't. Which is why a woman would pop up and then an emotional man. Here is the air. New job, new money, but this is travel. Nancy Pelosi. Donald Trump. And then a public outcry. This happened in front of all of us. We didn't get to see exactly what was going on, but we can now guess. You didn't get what you wanted. Came all this way, and you did not get what you wanted. Following the public outcry, following the public humiliation, is the bad news. Again, downgraded. Page of Swords. The bad news is led by or followed by anxiety, followed by the Fool, followed by the World stage. You went in there, said, I want this, give me this. Nancy Pelosi said no. Would you like to talk about something else? You folded your arms, you said some unkind things, and then you walked out. And Nancy Pelosi is okay with that. The reason she is okay with that is because she is trying to wear you down. And it is working. This is secrets. This is cover-up. But the secret is basically unraveled in the very next card. There's the government. There's the new relationship. There's the new energy. There's a new something as far as people go. There's a new. She's trying to wear you out. She's ready for you to make that mistake on your own. You are being okay. I'm gonna actually do something else here because I just got something and I want to read it. You are being. I did a reading on Nancy Pelosi, whether or not she was going to be president. And I said that she had a plan. It seemed a little devious, a little underhanded almost, because of the way it looked. It wasn't illegal and it wasn't really unethical. It just seemed like not a nice thing to do. Like set a person up to fail, but if they don't fall in the trap, then they won't fail. But in this in particular instance, what she wants you to do is not just punch yourself out, but to, because you're being attacked from a lot of different sides. There's Robert Mueller. There's Letitia James. They're both coming at you. Then you have Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi, they're all not trying to grind you into the ground. They're trying to get justice done. But Nancy Pelosi is trying to grind you into the ground. I don't know why. I won't try to expect why, but I know that she is doing it. She wants you to make the mistake where she can point to and say, that's why you should impeach him. Not to come from some, investigation that none of us can see that, people can sort of refute and say, oh, they're just a conspiracy. No, she wants you to go out into the public and make the grandest of faux pas that no one can say you didn't do because it's on damn camera. She is trying to wear you down. That was the plan that I could not see in the last reading. Because she's trying to usher in the new, and you are the old. Yep, and yep. Okay. There's the Six of Swords. Going from the old into the new, from the stormy seas to the calmer waters. There's carrying some baggage. That would be you. Getting rid of the burden. That would be you. There's a little defeat. And then followed by you. She's trying to set you up to fail. The problem is, you're very good at cooperating with such a task. You're very good at it. Very, very good at it. Seven of Pentacles is the Harvest card. There's the plan. The Ten of Pentacles is the card of sort of like togetherness right now. This is the House of Representatives. Bringing the news. Ushering in the new. This is new money. New opportunity. A new landscape. Donald Trump. What's going on with you right now? I always said that a woman was going to be your demise. And it was not Nancy Pelosi. and then it's Letitia James. Both of them right now are at your neck. Nancy Pelosi is not making it look as though she's attacking Donald Trump. Because when you see her, and they always asked her when she was the minority leader, well, what about impeachment? We should do impeachment. Now, you ask Maxine Waters, she say, you know, throw the baby out with the bathwater. But you ask Nancy Pelosi, and she's trying to be more temperate. Because she realized she's talking to, you know, some emotional people out there. So, she said, let's wait for all the facts. That's what she would say. We're going to wait for all the facts. And then the Democrats would just, their heads would explode like, lady, what else do you want? No, she wants to wait for all the facts. That's what she said. Because she knows how this works. You get an investigation, the investigation concludes, and then you go with that. And so she's waiting for all the facts. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, she has punched up a plan to let Donald Trump punch himself out. There you are, Donald. Donald J. Trump. It all falls down. The moping, the disappointment, the tantrums. Oh my God. I can't hold 5 cups. I dropped 3. I'm very upset. Woe is me. Drink one, then drink the other. See how good you feel. Nope. You would rather mope and cry over the spilled milk. One of them had a goldfish in it. You really want to drink it? Yes, I do. I'm greedy like that. Very well. Punch yourself out. A woman ends your presidency. I've always thought that. I've always thought that they weren't going to impeach you. They were going to let you resign. You may create a havoc that you cannot walk out of. You may create a situation where you cannot easily escape. But they're coming for you. One way or another. Now, I want you to look very closely. There's a man and 2 women. Robert Mueller, Letitia James, and Nancy Pelosi are all coming for you at the same time. Throwing a tantrum in a meeting is not going to help you. It's only going to hinder you. But, who am I? Don't take my advice. Throw the tantrum. Go out in public. Make a nuisance. Do something that no one in your base, in your illusion, can refute. There's no way. You can look at, well, never mind. I was going to say there's no way you can look at that and still see a great person. Illusion is not just illusion because that's a good word to say. Illusion is illusion because people believe what they see because their brain failed. Donald Trump, how long do you have left? Looks like that's up to you now.